we've gone up and down the drive. We've talked to lots of different business owners, lots of great businesses down here on the drive.
No way, not on the drive.
Yes, on the drive. And you know what? The funny thing is, and I'm sure you know this because you've been here for a couple minutes, a lot of them are older white men.
Yes.
But there's this one woman that we've heard about who has been involved with so many places on this drive. She's had Kicks. She's had 13.
Ooh.
She's had 13 even. We got to ask about that. She's had New Moon. And now she owns this great little place we just stumbled across called Apartment 9F. Her name is Carol Moran, and she's locally recognized as one of the LGBT heroes here in town in Wilton Manors. Was recognized last month.
Oh my God, I love this. That's it. My life's over. I'm out. That's it.
So,
end of interview. This can't get better.
So I got to ask you, where can I find this Carol person?
Oh, yeah. Oh gosh, she's usually around cooking or cleaning tables. That's how exciting I am. Yeah. I do. I love it here, though. I love it.
So you're one of the pioneer women in the Wilton Manors gay scene, really. I mean, you know that.
Well, you know, I think sometimes when you say pioneer, it's just because you've been kind of old enough to be around long enough. But yeah, we opened a little lesbian bar here, then we opened a bigger lesbian bar. Then we opened a little restaurant, then we opened a bigger restaurant. Then I moved to New York, and then I came back because, let's face it, I miss my home.
And how could you not love Wilton Manors?
Yeah.
I mean, tropical weather.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you get a little bit of rain here and there, but it doesn't usually last more than an hour.
South Florida, you wait 20 minutes, the weather will change.
Exactly. Great people. Wilton Manors, to me, you know, I've noticed this as many times as I've come to visit. It's truly like a little community. One of the people that we interviewed for this series referred to it as Gayberry USA because everybody seems to know everybody. The business owners
awesome.
Interact.
Yeah. You know what it is? We have to be a tight community. We have to take care of each other, especially in this kind of political climate, let's be honest. We have to take care of each other. We have to keep an eye, and we need to work together. Listen, the higher the tide, the more ships afloat. We want everybody on the drive. When you go to Las Olas, you don't say where you're going. You're like, oh, I'm going to Las Olas. That's what we want out of Wilton Manors. That's what we want out of the drive. We want to say, hey, we're going to the drive, and then we're going to pop around. You know what? We're going to start here, maybe have a small appetizer and a drink. Then they'll go to Manor, or they'll go to Hunters and dance and have a great time. And then they'll go to Drink, which has great cocktails. And then they'll go to dinner, and they'll come back here after dinner, drink, and dessert. You want people to move around the drive. That's what the goal is, anyway.
Absolutely, and I see it all the time. I mean, even now, it's a little overcast out. You know, there's been a little bit of rain today, but I see people, you know, walking in groups up and down the drive to check out the next place down the way.
Oh yeah, that's the door.
So when you first started here, you had Kicks, which was a, I'm gonna assume from what I've heard, a lesbian sports bar.
It was.
Okay.
Was.
And then you also had later on New Moon, which was a bigger lesbian bar.
Yeah, it was a big nightclub, and I'm too old for that. Let's be honest. I can't do nightclubs.
But you've had several restaurants along the way, and I got to ask, one of them was called 13 Even.
Yes.
What the hell? Like, were you getting back at your math teacher from high school, or where did that name come from?
Isn't that crazy? Because 13th has always been a powerful day for me. My mother was born on Friday the 13th, and I met my wife on Friday the 13th. So I wanted to, 13 is always important to me, and then it was 13 even because Nancy and I are even partners. Hello, how are you guys? Well, welcome. Doing a little interview, let's do it. You got getting the tour. All right, do the tour, I love that. See that, you're touring Wilton, I love it. Hi ladies.
And we love people who believe in day drinking.
Yes.
Such a fun crowd here. Everybody's in a good mood. It's you know. So when you came back from New York and realized that you really, you know, there is nowhere else on the planet to live besides South Florida, you decided to open up Apartment 9F. Was that your apartment number in New York, or where did that name come? Oh,
totally.
So it was.
This is literally, if you came to my apartment, the couches, the chairs, you can move them around, make it your own. It literally looks like my apartment if you had a big bar in the middle.
Very cool.
Yeah, our furniture, everything, all our artwork, everything we couldn't fit, we bought back down there.
Now, what are you serving there? What is the if people are trying to figure out, well, what's going on in Apartment 9F, how would you describe it to somebody?
Oh, I would get our turkey meatballs. Everybody does great meatballs, but we do turkey meatballs with fresh herbs and an apricot baked goat cheese, so it's a good combination. That really gets you going. And then I'm a big fan of our bacon and goat cheese flatbread. So, you know, you can tell I'm already gluttonous. Bacon, goat cheese. Let's do it.
There you go. All right. And do you serve wine? Do you also have a full bar?
Oh, we serve wine. Yes, we have a full bar, so we have craft cocktails. We do like an espresso martini, but it's more of a cappuccino martini because we put some Baileys in it. But we have you know, like everybody, we have specialty cocktails. A little bit of everything, herbaceous, sweet. But then we have a great wine list because I am a wino. And any given day, I'm $2 above Skid Row. But yeah, I love wine, so we have some great wines here. I will say that. As I'm drinking a lovely Côte de Provence.
All right then. So how do you feel like the place has changed? When you first came to Wilton Manors and you had a lesbian sports bar here, you know, that's now, to my knowledge, there's not even another lesbian bar officially.
No, there needs to be one. I think one is coming. I hope.
But
Not by me, but I hope.
But I also noticed that so many of the places are so integrated. Like, who would have thought when you opened up Kicks over
next to Tropics.
Where Tropics is now.
Yeah.
Right?
Tropics took it over.
Took over that space.
Yeah.
But when you opened a Kicks there, you would never have expected a bar like the Eagle right up the street to have a women's tea dance.
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
I love that they do that.
So
I love that they do that.
Even though there's no dedicated women's bar here, there are plenty of bars like Hunters or Alibi or even the Eagle that women are welcome to come in and have a good time and they party and have a great,
absolutely.
You know.
Hamburger Mary's on Friday night does Les Chic. So they have events for women on Friday night. Hamburger Mary's does. I love G Girls, Golden Key events. I'm trying to think of the other girl group. Oh shoot, I'm gonna forget it. But they all do different events throughout town.
Yeah,
so
we
that's
met Bernadette and Debbie yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And they do some events occasionally.
Yeah, Jeannie Tower does other events.
So
and then, like I said, Hamburger Mary's on Friday night does Les Chic. They do go-go dancers and all that kind of vibey fun stuff.
But if you're a lesbian, or if you're not a lesbian, come on down to apartment 9F.
We'll take anybody. We love it.
Carol will be happy to show you her wine selection, and she'll probably sit there and drink a glass with you while you talk about how fabulous Wilton Manors is.
Oh, I love your energy. I love this guy.
So, and we love you.
Dude, you're great energy. I love it.
So, check it out, apartment 9F. It's right across from Tulio's, right on the drive, and you're gonna love it.
Ah, thank you.